Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Yathagnir-dahika shakti Ramakrishne stita hiya sarva vidya swarupam tam sharadam pranamamyam. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Namaste to you all. We'll begin the Bhagavad Gita Discourse. The main purpose of our studies, we should not forget. Ramakrishna again and again says, the only purpose for which we are studying is to realize God. Everything must help you to realize God. Once you know the essence, the remaining now and then reading is just to water that and keep that plant fire burning and plant growing. This is what Sri Ramakrishna again and again says, the only purpose of study. Similarly, another important instruction Sri Ramakrishna gives, you have capacity, you have intelligence, you have power within you, you have been given body and everything, and you can earn as much you want, anything, but the purpose of earning is to maintain one's own body, take care of the dependents, and serve God. It has no other purpose. It has no meaning. Suppose you earn and start enjoying, lavishly spending here, there. Yes, you have earned, you have right to spend, but you are acquiring dirt. Each vasana to erase, it takes. But the same thing you will be doing by dedicating it to God. Each place you go, you start seeing something divine, something instruction. You go for a picnic and you see something God is hinting you there. I am here, look. I am here, look. If you have that, the sensitive, spiritual sensitivity, if you develop, then everything becomes a path to God. While eating, you are going to ice cream parlor, and while eating you will see, you will be reminded of God. Another eating, you will see God eating. What a vision you see. Just your same thing, your attitude is changed, the results are different. And instead of you are sinking, you are evolving. So we are growing with Bhagavad Gita. We are acquiring spiritual knowledge and guidance from Bhagavad Gita. And with these studies, we must undergo tremendous transformation also. It must become a path to our realization. So this attitude, this focusing center, and our attention, our attitudes must not be disturbed. Each goes calmly, joyfully, like munching and eating. You'll go on thinking, once you listen, without forgetting it, a few times, bring back to mind, what did I read? What did I know? What did I hear? So these movements we will be doing. Now we will go to the text. Last time we saw the 20th shloka. Atavyavastitan drishtva Dhartarashtra'n kapidvajaha pravritte shastra sampate dhanurudyamya pandavaha. Rishikesham tada vakyam idamaha mahipate. This was the last shloka. When the weapon, seeing the Dhritarashtra, supporters of Dhritarashtra in the war field, arrayed, seeing them all once, looking at them. Both sides see views, and then Pravritte Shastra. Arjuna also sees. Duryodhana sees and goes. Now Arjuna, after blowing the conch, he looks around. And then when the bows are about to be left, or the weapons are about to be charged, at that time, Pravritte Shastra Sampade, then he takes the Dhanush, his Gandiva in his hand. We have discussed about how they take and all. Gandiva in his hand. And he goes close to Krishna and starts telling something. All the warriors in the huge field can see he is approaching Krishna and telling something. Sanjay is also able to see. Tada vakyam idamaha mahipati. Rishikesham. To Rishikesha, one who has beautiful hairs. Rishika, Isha, another meaning. Rishikesha. Kesha is hairs. The hairs is way of wearing that this one. When all gods and goddesses you can see, hairs are left, but it never crosses the ear. Krishna, Balram and all that, on that they will wear that crown or something. The crossing of ear, the hairs, is a sign of involution, not evolution. They are going back to Stone Age. When the hairs are left, beyond when comes, you can see these people in Kerala and all. The last portion, they will be leaving after bath, almost whole day it will be hanging down. But the last hairs, they tie together that it will not cross the ears. So that is you can see from the signs where that person is there, whether he is evolving or involving, how he eats, how he sits, how he dresses, how he looks upon himself, how he looks upon others. All these will count. So Rishikesha, his hairs are so beautiful, and with the crown on the head, the hairs just a mild background behind the face. So Rishikesh. Another is Rishika Isha. Rishika is senses. Isha is Lord of the senses. All Panchajnanendriya, Panchakarmendriya, Panchaprana, Buddhi, Manas, which comes along with the whole creation. He is the Lord of that. So Rishikesh, whenever the senses are beyond control, mind is beyond control, they pray to the Lord. You are Rishikesha. You are the Lord of senses. Why don't you control my senses? It is just like all vehicles are running about. They are all controlled. Strict rules are there. A driver is sitting inside, but whole traffic is controlled by the government. They are made particular rules and regulations. You have to follow that. If you don't follow, you are breaching the trust. So you are given this freedom to see and this one, but ultimate control is on you. So you control them. Like Arjuna hands over the reins of the chariot, they are handing over. So he is going and speaking to Krishna. Now the next 21st shloka begins. Senayor ubayor madhye ratham sthapaya mechuta. He is requesting Krishna, park my vehicle in between the two armies. Senayor ubayor madhye ratham sthapaya mechuta. Yavadeta niriksheham yodhukaman avasthitan. As long as I have not finished observing these people, surveying upon them. Now, he is asking them, stop, I am going to see. Let me see. Yavad eta niriksha. Niriksha is to view with open eyes. Where is what is happening? Niriksha. Yavat, as long as till I finish looking upon, yavadetan nirikshayam yodhu kaman avasthitan. They are all standing ready to fight. I want to have a final view before the war begins. Now, he is not there a spectator. He is taking count of everything. He is seeing the composition. He is seeing who are the people, where are they, what is the... Every army does this thorough viewing of the enemies. What all can they do? What are the strategies they might have prepared? All this analysis. So, Arjuna is also doing this. Yavadeta nirikshe yodhu kama anavasthitan. They are ready to fight. Now let me have a final view. Then the next, same thing continues. Yotsyamanan aveksheham etetra samagataha. Yotsyamanan aveksheham. Yotsaman, who are going to fight now, who are ready with their arms are there on their shoulder now. All were hanging down now. When the Krishna and Arjuna blows the conch, immediately their arms have come up. The gada and all these are on their shoulders now, ready to. Yotsamanan, that is present continuous. Yotsamanan aveksheham. I will, means I'll scan, something like scanning. Aveksheham. Ye atra, ete atra agata. Whoever has come here now. Yetetra samagataha. They have all joined together. Samagataha. Dhartarashtrasya durbuddhehe yuddhe priyachikirshavaha. Dhartarashtrasya durbuddhe. One person filled with greed. His sadbuddhi, durbuddhi. Somehow he acquired his dhartra, my own uncle's son. Means with dhartarashtrasya, dhritarashtrasya putraha, dhartarashtraha. Duryodhana. Duryodhana is addressed here as Dhartarashtra. Just like Kaunteya, Kunti's son. Arjuna is called Kaunteya. He is Dhartarashtra. Gandhari he did not sell, but Dhartarashtra, his king. His king's name he is taking. King, his son. His Durbuddhi. If children refuse, if children demand, he has to yield. But sometimes children refuse, which is adharma and anyaya. And then the parents will immediately correct themselves. Father also had that intention, but it was more acquired by Duryodhana. Now I must become the emperor. So that one thing has caused this great loss. 4 million warriors are there in the war field and 11 are going to survive. The whole thing, only the lash, this one will be on the ground, dead bodies. So this scene, at the same time, the Duryodhana term he doesn't bring. It is an offering of a respect to the king. When we say his son, who is now any president or of a country, son is there. If we take the son's name and president's son, when we say what is the difference you see? It is a subtle way of presenting things with the way I am honoring. What is there behind and what it should have been, and Dhatrashtra Dudbuddhehe Yuddhe Priya Chikirshava. They are all aspiring, they are joined to fight, give up their lives because of one person's, and they are all under their, out of obligation alone, many have joined. Durbhude Yuddhe Priya Chikirshava. Now, the meaning as it is will be, Achyuta, place my chariot in midst of the two armies, till I finish viewing those who stand here desirous of fighting, and know with whom I have to fight in this great war event. Now, you see, Yuddhe Priyachika Yodhukaman Avastitan Nirikshayam. Kairmaya Sa Yodhavyam Asmin Rana Samudyame. What a term Vyasa is using, you see. Rana Samudyama. This Rana is battlefield. Rana Samudyame. This warfield, great war event. Rana Samudyama. A great war event is going to happen. Rana Samudyama. There he great war event. I want to know with whom I have to fight in this great war event. I shall see all those who have assembled here, ready to fight in order to please the evil-minded Dhatrashtra. That is Duryodhana. This is the whole meaning of the... Now when we come here, we see, here you just observe Arjuna's total acceptance of the situation. How he has developed, how it has developed from the small age, Arjuna and all Pandava children and Kaurava children, they go together to a same teacher, live together in the teacher's, this one. They grow, they grow. He is witnessing the whole thing. Now, last it has come to this stage, trying to avoid, trying to pacify, trying to compensate. So many, all methods are over. And this is the situation. And the total acceptance. You see, when we come into our lives, many things happen, even after taking so much care in everything. Because karmic load is there. Nature goes on presenting certain things from within she brings out to clean those things. Cleaning is a huge process of the nature. So here we see, first thing is total acceptance. First thing is accept, then find out what is to be done. Arjuna's total acceptance of situation and readiness to shoulder the responsibility. He is ready to shoulder the responsibility now. And then we see discharging of his duties. He is a warrior. He is responsible for the country. He is responsible for his citizens. And this responsibility he is ready to shoulder now. And he is desiring to have a final view of the war field. Before just about last view, who is where, what are their strengths, with whom I have to fight, with whom others will fight, all this. Not as a spectator, but as one who is assessing the strength and composition of the opponents. He is analyzing. It's a beautiful mental setup. Rare we will see such things in our lives, how we have to manage, how we have to behave, how we have to take up the challenges of life. Everything is deep. Mahabharata and Ramayana are two important epics in our lives. And this is what we beautiful attitude which stands as, you see, and it is depicting what is going to be future. Arjuna's mental states and Krishna with him. There you can see how what is going to be there now? A deep spiritual discussions. What is in the womb of future? It is being shown here in this shloka. It is reserved in the future for the future. And here we see Lord proclaiming the spiritual truths, spiritual secrets before Arjuna for this world, and presenting life-saving wisdom to mankind. Look at the Arjuna's pragmatic approach, you can see in the battle. And then his respect for the opponents, Dhartarashtrasya. He is now, what will be the state of Duryodhana, you see? Revengeful, anger, this, that is. Arjuna is calm, viewing it, taking, but not weak, strong enough to face. This is the sign of authority. This is the sign of wisdom. Jnana. Where there is jnana, there is no confusion. Only thing what possesses him last is the compassion, extreme compassion and love. Now we will see in the following stanzas how his compassion is going to be awakened. So here we see his respect for his opponents, total acceptance of situation, his willingness to jump into the activity and fulfillment of his duty, and above all, his deep internal, unique relationship and trust in the Lord of the universe, Sri Krishna. Though he doesn't know, unconsciously he has accepted Sri Krishna. This is what. Now, these are the main life principles for evolution that we as humans must acquire. One is the pragmatic approach to every situation. Second is acceptance of situation as it is. Clear understanding of the whole thing and acceptance of it. The third thing is to shoulder a responsibility. Yes, as a parent I am responsible, as a child as a student I am responsible. This bearing responsibility and viewing, assessment and planning. Whole thing, situation, clear understanding. Sometimes it will be confusing. We are not clear about our ideal and goal, then the problem comes. And willingness to jump into the action, to discharge the duties. And finally, the unique relationship with God. I am eternally, that total acceptance of God as his ideal and goal, and total giving oneself. Ishvara Pranidhana, total placement. I am placing myself at the feet of God. In and through all the activities. With all that, our small human nature will not go. Even after, you see Arjuna himself, the last, in the 18th chapter, Nashto Moha Smritir Labdha. I have lost the all disturbing things in my life. Moha is wrong understanding and all with which I have started. all moha has gone. Smritir labdha, I regained my awareness, memory, who am I, what is my purpose, what for I have come. And this he is telling after the vision of God. After the vision of God, he is telling these words at the end of Bhagavad Gita. And when the Abhimanyu dies, you can see how the Ajnana covers. Except God, nothing is there. Vishnu itself is God. Vishwarupa is shown. I am this. But how that smritir labdha, I regained my awareness, I regained my consciousness, I regained my duties, responsibilities. Who am I? What for I have come? All that I regained. The world is unreal. God alone is real. I realized. I will do your karishe vachanam tava. I will do your whatever you say. And then look at here. Like that, we know everything, sometimes small, like a rainy season, the cloud covering the sun. Often, there is a clear understanding. Suddenly there is a coverage. But at all times, whether the knowledge is covered, knowledge is open, at all times, I belong to you. You take care of me. I may do some errors when I am in different, when my jnana is covered. Thakur says, on the plain water, the plants, water plants will be covering the whole thing. If you throw a stone, they part and you can see the water for a while. And again the plants come and cover. Like that our knowledge will be covered. But all that doesn't matter. The main purpose is to transcend ourselves and reach God. Once you are reached, the errors are no more errors. They become something like your Leela. And each one is depicting the greatness and this one of nature and God. All right, for today, this much. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namama.